Rabies is a viral disease that can affect any mammal. Birds of prey that feed on mammals that could have rabies don't seem to be affected by the virus and may pass the virus through their digestive tract. You can do your own research on that matter. The virus can be passed to humans and other animals via saliva or contact with nervous system tissue. It's rare, but you could get rabies from a scratch, or if you have a wound or some kind that then comes into contact with saliva. At this time, there isn't a cure for rabies. We do, however, have a shot that can be given after exposure or suspected exposure. There is a vaccine for rabies typically given to people who work with animals that could pass the disease onto them, or given to people who have been bitten. We've already discussed that part of it, but anyway, moving on. The shots are given over multiple days, and I've read different things on different websites, but I'll go with what the CDC says, that the last dose should be given on the 14th day after being bit. That being said, you should have received 2 other doses before the 14th day. If the animal that bit you was someone's pet or farm animal, that animal needs to be observed for 10 days. If after those 10 days the animal shows no signs of rabies, you're good to go. If it's not a pet or a farm animal, then the animal needs to be killed and its brain tissue checked for the virus. If the animal cannot be captured, then you should get the shot. You should be looking for the following from an animal after a bite to make sure that they don't have rabies. 1. There will be behavior changes in the animal. Things like being anxious, potentially friendly when they shouldn't be, or, of course, being aggressive. 2. Animals may develop sensitivity to light and sound. They may experience seizures or become overly aggressive. 3rd, in the last stage, animals may experience paralysis, inability to swallow, which leads to the classic foaming at the mouth, due to the animal not being able to swallow the saliva. They also may develop a phobia of water. Now, it's super important to know what your state's, cities, or towns' regulations are in regards to getting your pet vaccinated against rabies. Now, you should know this, but I'm going to say it anyway. You should never pick up any mammal with your bare hands. That's wild mammals with your bare hands. If you see an animal showing odd behavior, make sure to call animal control. Interactions between your pets and wild animals should be discouraged. Don't feed your pet outside, as this could lead to them interacting with an animal that potentially could carry the rabies virus. Teach your kids safety around animals, including stray dogs. What animals are most likely to carry rabies? Skunks, bats, coyotes, foxes, raccoons, and of course stray dogs and potentially stray cats. But keep in mind that any mammal can contract the rabies virus, and therefore any mammal can pass rabies. How many people contract rabies each year? In the U.S., we see about 2 cases a year, but in our pets, we see anywhere from 400 to 500 cases a year, so get them vaccinated. Across the world, we see 59,000 deaths from rabies each year among people, with 99% of those infected humans catching rabies from a rabid dog. What is the incubation period for rabies? According to the World Health Organization, the incubation period in humans is from 2 to 3 months, but that can vary. According to the CDC, the incubation period can be weeks or months, depending upon where the bite took place. In people, you can expect to see anxiety, confusion, agitation, delirium, abnormal behavior, hallucinations, fear of water, insomnia, paralysis, aggression, as well as And I've already mentioned paralysis, inability to swallow. Remember, once these symptoms appear, the disease is fatal. If you've been bitten and it's not by a pet or a farm animal that doesn't show signs of rabies, get your vaccine. Get your dogs vaccinated. And when you do get them vaccinated, keep those papers that the vet gives you. And with that, I'm going to ask you to give this video a like, subscribe if you're not, and click that notification bell so you know when my next video is coming out. And with that, I will see you later.